gonna go on a bit of a society quest. For free sets. Way more. So always gonna pay, right? As you can see, all we gotta do is just complete a couple more and I'll be ready for another tier. The other two, it's gonna be at least another day or two. One time. Ah, perfect. Yeah, the community. Yeah, we got the mount. 2 out of 3 mounts collected. Now all we need is the mount for the Yokoi. Which I don't believe we're that far off from now. It's all a matter of time. Okay, we gotta be carrying stuff. Oh no, that's alright then. I wonder if the game intends you to just run the road. I don't know if you can actually complete it by just running straight, like by following the road. I just run straight forward, get into the thing. There's me, my chocobo, and this box I'm carrying. If I sound tired, it's more like it because I am tired. I was up a bit late the other day, night. Probably gonna people get through the second trial in Dawntrail. Not on check for the character that I'm the first in with right now. That's what a time, man. That's what a time. I'm just gonna collect these and bring a couple of them in. From there, we're gonna do the thing. flying on my dragon. Recruitment drive. Oh, wait, isn't that... Something seems to be weighing heavily on Liplu's mind. What am I going to do? I can't seem to find anyone up to the task. Umro, you have the wonderful habit of appearing exactly when I need you. I've got a problem on my hands. Don't worry, the Air's is doing just fine. Just the other French tours have been a runaway success, and if bookings stay steady, we'll soon recoup all the recent nutlegs. Well, that's actually the problem. The upper reaches of Kozamoka are proving too popular. We're struggling to meet demand with our current number of tour guides. I want to address the issue before the burden starts wearing the staff down. You aren't aware of anyone in need of work who knows the region like the back of their hands, are you? Let's see. How about asking Hanaharu? Sounds like a job of the Moblins. No. Why would Maro even think about this? Maro's been at this for a while now. He's the Warrior of Light. He has been back and forth in multiple areas over and over again. Seen different people in worse positions having to make bad choices with their lives so they can actually survive. So the way Maro sees it, desperate times called for desperate measures. If those people didn't have to worry about desperate times, they won't have to resort to desperate measures. How about asking well, a certain bandit gang comes to mind. You don't mean the bands who kidnapped the dancer with Uncle Matt during the Red Succession? I'm sure you know the area well, but think of it this way. The only reason they did that is because they didn't have money. They didn't have money because they were bandits. The reason they were bandits is because they didn't have money. The reason they didn't have money, well, I don't have the know-all of why they didn't have the money, but something must have happened. Hold on. I don't remember hearing about a group of miscreants who turned themselves in at the Landsguard not long after the Ascension ceremony. Apparently they were later released on payroll. I suppose if they're willing to atone for their crimes, they generally wish to make a fresh start. Abacus time! My inner Abacus is clacking away. It says we should speak with them, at the very least. Reduce the strain on the staff. Have the former bandits give back to the communities they wronged. Yes. Everyone stands to gain much more from a potential arrangement. She sees it. Would you be willing to help track down the bandits? Of course. I knew I could count on you. Let's set to many fires and see what we can glean from the locals. Give me a moment, just My goodness, it's you! You came here with Dawntrail Kona seeking information about the bandit that waylaid me. Is there anything I can help you with at this time? You're picking on the bandits and where they've been up to since they turned around a new leaf? Ah, you wish to know what happened to Waukesha and his band of brigands after all that? Well, I gather they surrendered to the Landsguard. They even confessed the whereabouts of their stolen goods, that everything might be returned to the rightful owners. Sure enough, my merchandise made its way back to me. Apparently, some of their victims were so moved by the gesture that they petitioned the Landsguard to a more lenient sentence. Perhaps that's why Val Oaklamot has granted them payroll. I don't know how they are fared since, but I've heard nothing to suggest they've been causing trouble. Anyhow, you have to excuse me. I must meet with a client in Okapacha. I do hope we meet again someday. Yeah, that's exactly as we thought. Concerned merchant. Ah, you seeking news of the bandits led out to the barrel. Sneaky takers, the lot of them. They spread many bad feels in the village with their crimes. Cheese was not for them. Apparently they were eye-catched not so long ago. We dressed to think about the inevitable recidivism. I hope they've had time to reflect the wrongness of their taking and are ready to make an honest living. I think they've been more than ready, it's just they didn't have the opportunities. That's typically what drives people to this kind of a life. You don't just turn to crime because you feel like it, unless you're filthy rich, of course. I'm looking for a group of recently pardoned bandits. Does that ring any bells? Has Moby heard wind talk of bandits? I'm afraid not. These parts have been peaceful of late. Plenty of time to fish. Although I catch a scrawny fish in the woods not far from the receiver's mantle. A Tanwata with crazy hair, as bright as shingly shine. I wonder who he was. Well, we know where Waukesha is. Any news for our bandits? So they turned themselves in rather than returned the stolen goods and are now living in the wilds after being pardoned. What's more, it seems they have fallen back into old bad habits. Let's make for the woods to the south. That's where the anglers spotted Waukesha, right? Hopefully we'll run into them there. Huh?
Were you reading dialogue? Because I have no idea what you just said.
Whoop. One moment. So that was embarrassing. I forgot to switch from the server I was on to the other server. I am very embarrassed right now. I'm horrified. I am beside myself. I'm gonna scream my head off. let's get things done and oh boy. There's a Kiso or Kisha. Certain think I'm not cut out for fishing. A man can't live on scrounging berries forever. What do I do? What to do? Huh? Ah! You're the salted devil of a sellsword! Listen, I turned myself in and even gave back what I stole. Put that light behind me for good. What more could you possibly want from me? I came to personally assure you what you got what you deserve. Oh, I don't want anything from you. Rakisha, yes? My name is Liptu and I have an exciting business proposal for you. I'll get straight to the point. If you're serious about keeping up the straight and narrow and making amends for your past crimes, perhaps you'd like to work with us at the Toronto Travel Agency? Work for you? Ah, I see your scheme. Planning to haul me off to the mines under the guise of employment, aren't you? Curse your black hearts. I ain't judged to survive after I'd escaped. I won't set foot inside another mine while there's still breath in my lungs. Wait! That was unexpected. And all that talk thanks to, all the talk of mines, he seemed genuinely traumatized. Now, I want to find out what happened to him. Hopefully that way we can clear up this misunderstanding and have a proper discussion. I hate to ask, but could you find Wakisha and bring him back here? He was awfully fast, but I doubt he could outrun you. Okay. I don't care how fast they are. They'll never find me here. Huh? What? How? Unbelievable. I ran full pelt and yet... what's the use? Listen, I know what we did was inexcusable, but after it came to a head, we made an oath. An oath to never walk that path again. I won't bother another soul. I'll live out my days on the fringes. Please, just leave me be. I'm just trying to find work for you guys. You're saying this is all misunderstanding? Well, it's clear there's no escaping you regardless. If I don't hear her out, and put my fate in your hands. Yeah, how quickly he bends. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Your associate says she wants to talk, and I'm prepared to listen. Uh-huh. I apologize if we frightened you, Akisha. That wasn't our intention. Are you willing to tell us why you fled? Before we get to that, I want you to be honest. Do you really have a proposition for me that doesn't involve dragging me back to those godforsaken mines? Uh-huh. In that case, I'll be honest with you. Me and the rest of the gang first came here after fleeing Jacques-Doral. Sure, I don't need to tell you, but Shaloni's been a hotbed of development since they found blue gold beneath plains. Among the folk that they got their hands on a drilling permit, there were more than a few looking to get rich quick. The kind of despicable bastards who didn't think twice about sending kids into the tunnel. We worked for the worst of the worst. Day after day, toiling and wasting away till we died or escaped, we eventually realized. So we smuggled ourselves out in empty cerulean barrels. You can imagine what happened next. The withdrawal of foreman tried to hunt us down, so we fled to Kozuoka and took to banditry as much to conceal our identity as to make ends meet. Okay. Right or wrong, be damned, we would survive, but when we heard that Dawntrail vocal mouth spoke of our plight during the ascension ceremony, we decided to turn ourselves in. After a time, she showed us mercy and gave us a pardon. So there's still that fear of what might happen if the foreman or his lackeys were to find us. Well, we never actually meet him in the story, so not that big a deal. Thank you for sharing your story and telling me the struggles you and your friends have experienced. Let me assure you that I do not wish to bind you with contracts or chains. I offer only the opportunity for you and your comrades to provide for yourselves, to make an honest living on your own terms. So how about it? How's working on the travel agency sound? That's more than any of us dare to hope for. What if word goes back to the foreman? If someone shows up to haul us away, and we drag you into our affairs? I'll need to look into it to be sure, but I honestly don't think there's much chance of that happening. As the affairs of the Dust Watch and the Daybreakers, Shalom is no longer the lawless place it used to be. Besides, I've been working on a plan to help reintegrate former outlaws into society. I'll be sounding out the Wing of Reflection to see if they can't support the initiative. I'm sure the new Dawn Service will give their blessing. Wow. Incredible. But you know, it feels like we should be begging you for the opportunity. We've burned so many bridges. I'm damn sure you don't regret this. That said, what exactly are we supposed to do for you? But all we are good for is manual labor and pathfinding, though I do also know my way around a campfire after feeding miners for all those years. That wasn't part of the plan per se, but I think your culinary skills might come in handy. A restaurant on the side could be a real earner. As for your comrades, I've been looking for individuals with an intimate knowledge of upstream Kazuoka, who are also capable of handling themselves. My plan was to employ them as guides, certain protectors, after a thorough assessment of proper training. I'd say it's about time we got back to the continued preparations. Akisha can meet us back at the agency in Dokboga once he contacts his friends. Alright. Yeah. Skills used for banditry can be used now for pathfinding. Akira's life that can work in favor of caring for us with culinary delights. Even if it's just simple meals. It's a starting point. I just read a funny little question in the Discord I'm on. If our words of light were a vehicle, what would it be? Morale definitely would be a van. Just a big old dad van. Real honest work. Something tells me we won't get another chance like this. Yeah, you looked up, man. Welcome back, Marilla. I reached out to the Wing of Reflection, and it was just as I thought. It seems Lakeisha's fears were founded. The situation in the cerulean fields has changed drastically in the past few years. Groups like the Daybreakers have put an end to the practice of child labor, and the Dustwatch have all but stamped out the violent duels that used to be so common. As for the company you and your comrades worked for, they have long since been shut down by Daybreakers. For its part, the Wing of Reflection is committed to the restoration and preservation of law and order, Shaloni, and any new unscrupulous drilling operations are swiftly dealt with. You needn't worry about anyone coming after you. Thank the heavens for that. In any case, we can't commit to doing our part in repaying it. We can commit to doing our part in repaying our debts. We've decided to set aside some of our earnings and repay folks for all the hurt we've caused, you see. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. It's a pleasure to have you on board. Okay? So what happened earlier was that, embarrassingly so, I forgot when I was getting everything set up for the stream. I forgot to switch over to my Discord. My personal Discord. Wow, my gear's looking good. Comfy clothes. Ready to cook. Nice. And, so I had accidentally been streaming from another Discord where I'm not supposed to be doing that. That was... Oof, well, luckily we stopped before things got worse. Okay, we're on there now. Let's go and get our stuff set in. Time to collect some shrubs. getting this one done real fast. I noticed. Which is fine. Work. Yeah, no. Actually, to go and do this here. Hey, Keisha. Brought you some stuff. Off to Warlord's Echo. Let's see. Things done here. No, I'm not doing it like this. Make some pachos. One. Two. here. Favorite supply pun. So as I was saying, Merle would be like a fan, like a real dad fan. Just a fan for a dad who's gonna be driving the kids and the wife around, just vibing, just kitted out with stereos over the place so music's coming out of this nice surround sound. He's got different genres ready for every kid depending on their tastes. Why do they have to make this man suffer so? Huh. I guess I forgot to finish some. Something to do at the end there, I guess, maybe? I should have been more careful. Ah. Level up. That definitely woke me up. weird little creature you are, buddy. Yep. You're a creature nonetheless. Oh. Maybe next week's boss fight? Nice. Off we go. You send those in, and we can stop for today. Tomorrow, obviously, 8:40 p.m. Eastern European Summertime. We're doing Cyberpunk 2077 until I do some futzing behind the scenes, which might fix Vampire Strike Bloodlines 2. Might not. We'll see. Here you go, Bojo. So this is the final one. We're all ready, set. So, as mentioned, this is going to be it for this stream. Next time, whatever that is, we'll be continuing getting both the Yaqui and Mamucha to the honored level, which is going to be Sunday. No, Saturday. Interesting. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Oh yeah. But then, this is Kaiju-Z wishing everyone a safe and easy morning or the afternoon. Stay safe out there, will ya? Things are rough as is already. Bye.